My people, today we are going to talk about French Revolution. French Revolution is our topic for today. Therefore, when we are looking at French Revolution, then we have to know when did it happen and what are the main causes of that revolution. Therefore, French Revolution began on the July the 14th, 1789, with the storming of Bastille. I need to help you define the term Bastille. Bastille is a fortress in Paris used as a prison. It was built in the 14th century and later destroyed July the 14th, 1789. Therefore, any prison or jail, especially one conducted in tyrannical way and fortified tower as of a castle. Now, these are the main causes. These are the main causes of French Revolution. 1. King Louis the 14th needed more money, but has failed to raise more taxes when he had called a meeting of Estate General. Other main causes of French Revolution. Other main causes of French Revolution. Weak economic policies, poor leadership, and exploitative political systems. Other primary cause of the French Revolution was the dissatisfaction of the common people with the absolute monarchy of King Louis the 14th. Now, my people, I need to remind you about the definition of history as per our previous lectures. Now, let me define you history as a historian. Yes, I as an historian, I define history as the study of change over time, and it covers all aspects of human society, political, social, economic, scientific, technological, medical, cultural, intellectual, religious, and military development are all part of history. Therefore, we cannot live without history. We cannot do anything without history. We cannot do anything without history because we always need comparison. We need to compare this and that. Now, as historians, let's compare the current political system of our country, Uganda, and that of French, which led to French Revolution. Therefore, we have been looking at the main causes of French Revolution as weak economic policies, poor leadership, and exploitative political systems. Now, let's ask ourselves, is that not happening in Uganda? Is that what we have mentioned there not happening in Uganda? Yes, all what we mentioned there is now happening in Uganda. They are now happening in Uganda. Now let's ask ourselves, what shall we do? What should we do? Now, we are witnessing weak economic policies in our country, Uganda. We are witnessing poor leadership and exploitative political system. Yes, let's see what the regime are doing on NUP. Let's see what they are doing on people power. Let's see what they are doing to FDC. Let's see all what they are doing to opposition politicians. Let's see what they are doing to political parties. Material of Uganda. Let's see what they are doing to political parties and all those who oppose them. Yes, anybody that opposes dictator Museveni is now an enemy. They are now enemies. If you disagree with their policy, you are now the enemy of NRM regime. You are now an enemy to dictator Museveni. Now, hundreds of people power comrades, they are now in prison. Hundreds of opposition are now in prison. I think you can see what has been happening to Besige, what has been happening to other people like Chakulani. Robert Chakulani Sentamu, the president of NUP, the leader of People Power. Let's see what happened to people like Zake and other all comrades. People like Godi, the former FDC member and the former MP of Barua municipality. I think you can remember what happened to him. After now, he is in Luzira prison. He is being rotting. He's rotting in Luzira prison. Hundreds of people power comrades has been disappeared. After now, we don't know where they are. We don't know where regime are keeping them. We don't know where the regime has taken them. We don't know where dictator Museveni is hiding them. We don't know where dictator Museveni has taken them. Now, let's look at economic inequality and social injustice. Is it not happening? Currently, northern Uganda is standing at 70% poverty rate. As per this year statistic, people of northern Uganda, they are now standing at 70% poverty rate as per the statistic released by the Daily Monitor this year. Dictator Museveni took power from someone from northern Uganda. We all know Dictator Museveni overthrew the government of General Tito Okello Lutwa, a son from northern Uganda, a son from Acholi land. Now, the poverty rate of that region is now standing at 70%. Poverty rate in northern Uganda stand at 70%. Northern Uganda is the most poor region in Uganda. Is the poorest region in Uganda simply because President Museveni took power from them. Now President Museveni is punishing the people of those region, the people of that region. He has made them bankrupt. He has taken all their cow. He raided all the cow for the people of northern Uganda. He has made them poor. He has made them bankrupt. He raided all their cattle. He raided all their wealth. Now he's powering their tribes, their brothers and sisters to take over. Yes, Balalu has now raided Acholi land. Balalu has now taken over Acholi land. It is only the cattle, it's only the cow of the Balalu which is allowed to graze in northern Uganda. Balalu are now grazing their cattle in our garden. They are now grazing their cattle in our land. We are not supposed to talk. If you talk, if you pause, they will take you to prison. If you pause them, they will kill you. They kill so many people, including the DVO of Amur district veterinary officer of Amur district was killed early this year because he disagreed with Balalu. He disagreed with General Salim Saleh, Museveni brothers, who is now camping in northern Uganda, who is now camping in Noe district, northern Uganda. Dictator Museveni has now taken over 38 years in power. And he has never compensated the cow of the people of northern Uganda. He has never compensated the cattle of the people of northern Uganda. Now, let's look at one of the primary of French Revolution. Primary cause of French Revolution was dissatisfaction of the common people. Dissatisfaction of the common people with the absolute monarchy of King Louis XVI. Now, Dictator Museveni has introduced the Basweji Empire. Now, Museveni now want to install his son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, who is the current chief of defense forces in Uganda, is now set to be the president of Uganda, is now set to be the next president of Uganda after Museveni. French Revolution at its top best. French Revolution is now going to happen in Uganda after Museveni. French Revolution is going to happen in Uganda anytime Museveni is gone. This is simply because Dictator Museveni want to install his son, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, in power by force. Dictator Museveni want to install his son, Muhoozi Kainerugaba, as the next president of Uganda by force. I have been telling you, my followers, that history repeats itself. Yes, history repeats itself. We have witnessed many famous dictators, but they're all gone. We have witnessed Napoleon Bonaparte. We have witnessed Italian dictator Mussolini. Yes, Benito Mussolini, Italian dictator. We have seen Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. We have witnessed. We have seen Idi Amin Dada of Uganda. We have seen what Idi Amin Dada did to the people of Uganda. But how did he end? How did Idi Amin end? We have witnessed Adolf Hitler, who was the dictator of Nazi Germany. Yes, Adolf Hitler. He was the dictator of Nazi Germany. From 1933 up to 1945, Adolf Hitler used to call himself the God of Heart. Adolf Hitler, who had wanted to rule the whole world. How did he end? How did Adolf Hitler end? People must learn something from the history. Dictator Museveni must learn something from the history. This is simply because nobody is immortal. Nobody will live forever. Nobody will last forever in this world. Take note, take note. Take note of my lectures. Take note. We are living in a time similar to the one of slave trade. This oppression is worse than apartheid. The gun is the master, citizen slave. The pile of Africa is bleeding. Question, what was the purpose of the liberation when they can have a peaceful transition? See our leaders become misleaders. Freedom fighters become dictators. They look on the youth, they say, we are destructor. We are fighting for freedom. Padekit gum kabong karamoja, we are fighting for freedom. Power, power, power. Power belong to the people. Power belong to the people. Call me His Excellency, Dr. Daniel Soka.